Have you ever wondered why some incredibly beautiful women struggle to find lasting love, while others, who don't fit society's definition of perfection, inspire deep devotion and lifelong commitment? At first glance, it doesn't seem to make sense. Many people assume that physical beauty is what makes a man fall deeply in love. While attraction may open the door, psychology suggests that it is rarely what keeps a man emotionally invested. Beauty captures attention, but feelings capture the heart. Over time, the excitement of physical attraction naturally fades. What remains is something much more powerful: how a woman makes a man feel when he's with her. Let's explore the psychology behind the feeling that often matters far more than beauty. Chapter 1. Emotional safety creates lasting attraction. Every person longs to feel accepted. For many men, emotional safety is one of the most attractive experiences they can have. This doesn't mean never disagreeing or avoiding difficult conversations. Instead, it means feeling understood without constantly being judged. When a man feels emotionally safe, he becomes more willing to share his fears, dreams, insecurities, and ambitions. Ironically, many men reveal their deepest emotions only to people they truly trust. The stronger that sense of safety becomes, the stronger the emotional bond often grows. Chapter 2. Feeling appreciated is more powerful than constant praise. Everyone likes compliments, but appreciation goes much deeper. A man remembers how someone makes him feel about himself. Does he feel respected? Does he feel valued? Does he feel like his efforts matter? Psychologists have long observed that people naturally move toward relationships where they feel appreciated rather than constantly criticized. Small expressions of gratitude often leave a far greater emotional impact than grand romantic gestures. Chapter 3. Peace is more attractive than drama. Movies often portray love as constant emotional highs and lows. Real life works differently. Many men eventually discover that emotional peace is one of the rarest qualities in a relationship. A relationship filled with unnecessary conflict can become emotionally exhausting. On the other hand, spending time with someone who brings calmness, understanding, and emotional balance creates an experience the brain begins to associate with comfort. Over time, comfort becomes attachment, and attachment often becomes love.
Chapter 4. Being accepted without pretending. One of the greatest emotional gifts anyone can receive is acceptance. Many people spend their lives trying to appear stronger, smarter, funnier, or more successful than they actually feel. But when someone accepts them without demanding perfection, emotional walls slowly begin to disappear. This creates genuine intimacy. Psychology suggests that authentic acceptance strengthens emotional trust, allowing relationships to deepen naturally. Chapter 5. She inspires him to become better. Love isn't only about being accepted. It's also about growth. Healthy relationships encourage people to become better versions of themselves. A woman who inspires a man doesn't force him to change. Instead, her presence motivates him. He wants to become more responsible, more confident, more successful. Not because he's pressured, but because he genuinely wants to create a better future with someone who believes in him. This type of inspiration creates emotional investment that physical beauty alone cannot provide. Chapter 6. Mystery keeps emotional attraction alive. Have you ever noticed how curiosity makes people pay closer attention? Psychologists explain that the human brain is naturally drawn toward discovery. This doesn't mean playing manipulative games. Instead, it means continuing to grow as an individual. Having your own interests, goals, dreams, passions. A woman whose life continues to evolve remains emotionally interesting. Her independence creates healthy curiosity, and curiosity often keeps emotional attraction alive long after physical attraction becomes familiar. Chapter 7. Respect builds deeper love. Love without respect rarely lasts. Respect allows both people to feel equal. It encourages honest communication, healthy boundaries, and mutual support. When a man feels respected, he often becomes more emotionally available. Likewise, relationships built on mutual respect tend to survive challenges more successfully than those built solely on passion. Respect creates stability, and stability strengthens emotional commitment. Chapter 8. Shared peace creates emotional home. Eventually, many people stop chasing excitement. They begin searching for peace. The feeling of coming home to someone who understands them. Someone who listens. Someone who supports rather than competes. Someone whose presence lowers stress instead of increasing it. Psychology suggests that our brains naturally associate these peaceful experiences with emotional security. Over time, that security becomes one of the strongest foundations of lasting love. Chapter 9. It's the feeling he associates with you. Here's something fascinating. Your brain remembers people largely through emotion. When someone consistently makes us feel calm, confident, supported, accepted, inspired, those emotions become attached to that person. Later, simply seeing them or even thinking about them can recreate those same positive feelings. This is one reason some people become unforgettable. Not because they were the most beautiful, but because they consistently made others feel emotionally alive. Chapter 10. Beauty may start the story. Feelings write the ending. Physical beauty naturally attracts attention. There's nothing wrong with appreciating appearance. But long-term love depends on something much deeper. Eventually, beauty becomes familiar. Daily life returns. Responsibilities grow. Challenges appear. During those moments, what matters most is not how someone looks. It's how they make you feel when life becomes difficult. The relationships that endure are often built on trust, emotional safety, appreciation, respect, and genuine connection. Those are the feelings people remember long after appearances have changed. Final thoughts. Despite what social media often suggests, lasting love isn't built on perfection. It isn't about having the perfect face, the perfect body, or the perfect image. Psychology reminds us that human beings are emotional creatures. We remember how people make us feel far more than how they look. Beauty may spark attraction, but emotional experiences create lasting memories. The feeling of being understood, the feeling of being appreciated, the feeling of emotional peace, the feeling of being accepted exactly as you are. Those are the emotions that often inspire a man not only to fall in love, but to stay in love. So rather than asking, how can I become more attractive? Perhaps a more meaningful question is, what kind of emotional experience do people have when they're with me? Because in the end, that's often what love remembers the most. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below and tell us which feeling you believe is the most important in a lasting relationship. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more psychology amazing facts, relationship insights, and fascinating discoveries about human behavior. Have you ever noticed something confusing? Just when everything seems to be going well, he suddenly becomes quieter. He replies less often. He asks for space. Or he simply seems more distant than before. Many women assume this means he's losing interest. But according to psychology, that's not always the case. Ironically, some men begin to pull away not because they're falling out of love, but because they're beginning to fall deeply in love. It sounds contradictory, yet human emotions are rarely simple. Let's explore the fascinating psychological reasons why men sometimes create distance right before developing stronger emotional commitment. Chapter 1. He realizes the relationship is becoming real. In the early stages of dating, everything feels exciting. There are few expectations, very little pressure. The relationship feels light and enjoyable. But eventually, something changes. He realizes this isn't just another casual connection. He begins imagining you as part of his future. That realization can trigger a completely different emotional response. Instead of excitement alone, he now feels responsibility. The relationship suddenly becomes something he doesn't want to lose. And surprisingly, that awareness can make him step back. Not because he cares less, but because he suddenly cares much more. Chapter 2. He's processing emotions he doesn't fully understand. Many men aren't taught to openly process emotions. Instead of talking through their feelings, they often think through them privately. As emotional attachment grows, so does emotional complexity. You may wonder, am I ready for this? Can I be the partner she deserves? What if I get hurt? These thoughts don't always mean he wants to leave. Often they simply mean he's trying to understand emotions he's never experienced this intensely before. For many men, solitude becomes the place where emotional clarity develops. Chapter 3. Vulnerability feels uncomfortable. Falling in love requires vulnerability, and vulnerability can feel frightening. The more someone matters to you, the more power they have to hurt you. Psychologists have long observed that emotional closeness often activates self-protection mechanisms. Without realizing it, a man may create temporary distance simply because his mind is trying to reduce emotional risk. It's not always a conscious decision. Sometimes it's an automatic psychological response. Chapter 4. He's testing his own feelings. Distance has an interesting effect. It creates perspective. Some men instinctively pull away to see how they truly feel when you're not around. Instead of constantly relying on excitement or chemistry, they ask themselves deeper questions. Do I actually miss her? Do I keep thinking about her? Can I imagine my life without her? Ironically, the space often confirms what they already suspected. They realize they miss you far more than they expected. Chapter 5. He wants to feel emotionally independent. Many men highly value independence. Even when deeply in love, they still want to feel capable, confident, and emotionally balanced. If they notice themselves becoming emotionally dependent too quickly, they may instinctively slow things down. This isn't necessarily about rejecting the relationship. It's about maintaining a sense of personal identity while allowing love to grow naturally. Healthy relationships don't erase individuality. They allow both people to remain complete individuals while building something together. Chapter 6: Fear of losing you changes his behavior. Attraction feels exciting, but attachment introduces fear. Once a man realizes how important someone has become, new emotions appear. Fear of rejection, fear of disappointment, fear of making mistakes, fear of losing the relationship. Ironically, these fears can sometimes make him seem more distant. He's not avoiding you. He's trying to protect something that suddenly feels incredibly valuable. Chapter 7: His brain is shifting from excitement to attachment. Early attraction is often driven by novelty and excitement, but lasting love is different. Psychologically, the relationship begins shifting toward trust, security, and emotional bonding. This transition feels unfamiliar to many people. The excitement becomes calmer. The emotions become deeper. Some men mistake this emotional shift for losing feelings. In reality, they're simply moving from attraction toward genuine attachment. Chapter 8: He needs time to imagine a future. Life decisions rarely happen overnight. As love becomes more serious, many men naturally begin imagining the future. Can we solve problems together? Do our values match? Can I trust her? Would we build a peaceful life together? These questions require reflection. Temporary distance often provides the quiet environment needed to answer them honestly. Chapter 9. He doesn't want to rush something important. People rush things they aren't afraid of losing, but they often move carefully when something truly matters. When a man begins seeing long-term potential, he may become more thoughtful. He pays closer attention. He becomes more intentional. Instead of acting purely on emotion, he starts considering the bigger picture. This slower pace can easily be mistaken for emotional withdrawal. In reality, it may simply reflect greater emotional investment. Chapter 10. He wants to know if the connection is genuine. Real love survives ordinary days, not just exciting ones. Some men intentionally observe how the relationship feels during periods of silence or distance. Can you both remain connected without constant reassurance? Can trust exist without daily attention? Can the relationship feel peaceful instead of dramatic? Psychology suggests that lasting relationships depend less on constant excitement and more on emotional stability. A mature man often values peace more than intensity. Chapter 11. Distance doesn't always mean disinterest. Perhaps the biggest misconception in relationships is believing that every moment of distance signals fading feelings. Sometimes it does. But sometimes it means exactly the opposite. The key isn't temporary space. It's consistent behavior over time. Does he still make an effort? Does he return? Does he communicate honestly? Does he continue investing in the relationship? These actions reveal far more than a few days of emotional distance ever could. Final thoughts. Love doesn't always move in a straight line. Sometimes it grows quietly. Sometimes it pauses. Sometimes it becomes deeper during moments of reflection rather than constant closeness. When a man pulls away, it doesn't automatically mean he's falling out of love. In some cases, it means he's beginning to understand just how important you have become. Instead of reacting with fear, pay attention to the bigger picture. Healthy love is measured not by temporary emotions, but by consistent actions, mutual respect, trust, and genuine commitment. Have you ever experienced someone becoming distant just before they grew even closer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more psychology amazing facts, relationship insights, and fascinating discoveries about the human mind.